Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm ClolyMoly here with my sister.
Hello.
We're playing Secret of the Scarlet Hand some more. We stole some files and now we're gonna give it to Alejandro. Fun fact, this is where Lady Gaga got her inspiration for the song Alejandro. Don't believe me.
Believe everything she says, and if you happen to ever meet her, don't call my name, don't call my name.
Hello, Nancy. You have a special delivery for me, I hope?
Promise me that you'll take good care of these documents. I should hand over the paperwork.
Good work, my friend. I suppose you would like something in return?
I trust your Nahuatl has become fluent again.
The Nahuatl word for snake is coatl. C-O-A-T-L.
Why don't you have them on you, girl? You're supposed to be note taker, señorita. C-O-A-T-L. Coattail. You have such weird doodles on there.
I know.
Muchas gracias. Gotta go.
Adios, Nancy.
If you guys were to look at my notes, you wouldn't be able to translate what a single thing of it
We've
means.
encrypted the notes. You'll never be able to find out what it means. Let's go back to the music.
It looks a lot like Sunny's doodles.
To be honest. Except minus the aliens and the UFOs. Is he still snoozing? Nope.
Nancy, you have brought me back to my work.
You recognize the riddle then?
I've been working like a fiend. Look at the board.
Stone. A curse upon you who beholds this terror. The evil deeds of the whisper of silent secrets remain undead. Within this prison of rock, broken stone. Broken only when the four corners of the world are bound together. When the first king ascends the throne again. When the last Copan fool has labored till the end of time. Stone.
This has something to do with the plot at the museum, Nancy. I'm sure of it.
I'm pretty sure what the prison
Who
of
is
stone
this
is.
whisperer
That
of
would be
silent
Alejandro.
secrets?
The Whisperer came from a distinguished line of royal scribes. I can't seem to remember her name, but I do recall that she wrote an account of Maya history that greatly angered
the one that
Pakal
you thought
because of the
was,
way it depicted his ascent to the throne.
No. Oh, yes. It's both of those. Yeah, so.
How did Pakal wish to be depicted?
From the age of 12, when he came to the throne, Pakal claimed to be divinely appointed the first true authentic king of the Maya. Then, the Whisperer came along and wrote that Pakal was only king because his mother pulled some strings. It was quite a blow to Pakal's image.
So he put her in a stone prison?
Pakal swore that the Whisperer's words would never see the light of day. He put her body, her soul, and her writings all in a tomb and locked it up tight.
Wait, Henrik, a prison of stone? We're not talking about the monolith, are we?
That's the idea.
Does anyone else know about this?
Good question. I'm certain that there's a dirty rat trying to get into that tomb. This is where my memory fizzles out. If I could only figure out why I took the Pakal.
Do you think there is anyone I can trust?
Please don't breathe a word of this. There's too much at stake.
Have you ever been part of a smuggling racket?
I don't know.
This is a long shot, but do you know what animal Pakal was afraid of?
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
Can you tell me what the password is to your disk?
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
You rest up. I'll be back.
Be careful.
I can be, which is not very careful because I'm Nancy Drew and I get killed like Or almost get killed like every other day, so.
Alright, so what the shit are we supposed to do?
We need to go back to the hotel because they have to go out his disc, which is the stone. Because that little symbol. Your girl got the smoke. That's not the answer, and I don't got
I'm going to kill myself!
Okay. Let's not get too extreme. Togo! Yeah. Translation. Okay, notes. Here we go. Ritualistic ball game. Matchmaker. There we go. That's where we prefixes for oh. Hello? Sorry, I got a phone call. Oh, hey. Whoa. Yeah, let Mom know. We'll just cut this out. Dad's here.
Oh.
And we're gonna go get Frosty, so let me end this real quick and I'll just stitch it together. Oh, Pegasus. Okay, there we go. Not getting my cheese stick, no. Well, this foot touched it. Gotta freaking throw it out now.
Want to take interest in the walk. The prison bears an intricate walk. 6 separate
Hold on a
keys must
second.
be assembled.
We're gonna come in together.
Yes.
So I just need to.
We're going to the road, yes.
I see you, baby. My baby.
Password is saved for the hand radio.
Pegasus. Don't be sad.
The only thing I can think of we can do right now is go to the hand radio thing.
Get the heck out of Pegasus. Come here. Come on. You want to be with your mom? Say yes. My baby is being a little bit snuggly right now because I left for a little bit. And he was not happy with that.
Joe.
Hey, Joe, it's Nancy.
Hey, Nancy. I've got that slogan for you. Are you ready?
Of course.
Nancy Drew, the ace in every case.
Catchy. I'll make a real impression on my suspects with that line.
How's the case going?
Joe.
I'm sort of stumped by the riddle that Henrik translated from the monolith.
Nancy Drew stumped? I find that hard to believe. What's the problem?
Well, it seems like opening the tomb and breaking the curse are the same thing.
Oh, sure, but how does a person pull that off?
It has something to do with putting these 6 keys together. But there's this other part that says, when the first king, that's Pakal, ascends the throne again.
I hate to say it, but isn't it a little late for that guy? I mean, hasn't it been like 1,500 years? You just don't jump back on the throne after a hiatus like that.
You're being too literal, Joe. It must have something to do with a date, don't you think, Nancy? I mean, when did Pakal ascend the throne the first time around?
I don't know off the top of my head, but the information must be in the museum somewhere.
I'm gonna say June. Sometime in June.
Like,
That's
wow,
the traditional month for throne ascensions, isn't it?
First of all, kid brother, June is the traditional month for weddings. And second, the date is not going to be in our Gregorian calendar. It's going to be a date on the Maya calendar, which has a whole different structure.
Frank, you are my #1 favorite know-it-all.
Well,
This investigation is stalling. Any thoughts on how to get it back in gear?
See what's new at the lab.
Okay.
oh,
I told you.
I need to contact people at a dig in Honduras by ham radio. I think they might be smugglers.
Well, ham radio is one of the tools of choice in the smuggling business.
Nancy, I bet you'll get to talk to them on Morse code, too. Dot, dash, dot, dot, dash. It's like being a spy. And we all know the only thing better than being a detective is being a spy.
Well, doing business with smugglers is not exactly my idea of fun. But I don't have much choice.
What do you need from them?
They've got one of the artifacts I need to solve this case. I'm going to use Henrik's code words to get them to send it to me.
Cool.
Talk to you later, fellas.
Joe
Later,
is
Nancy.
always
Bye.
so, like, wow. Okay, that was a fun conversation. They actually had something to say this time, which I appreciate. Nancy Drew, the ace in any case. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Some of these notes made it Is Joanna here? What do you have to say for herself? Where is she though? Is she talking to herself?
Maybe. I don't know.
Speaking of counselor people, could you maybe call Franklin Rose? Because we're supposed to talk to other people, but we missed the number. Let's see if we have any voicemails.
You have voicemail. Press 0. You have
Nancy, it's Joanna. The police are done giving me the 3rd degree, but now the board has suspended me. To make a long story short, I'm forbidden to set foot in the museum. Could you please call Franklin Rose and try to reason with him? If we don't get a move on, this exhibit is going straight down the tubes.
To replay messages, press 0.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, hello. Do you have any news?
The thief left a red handprint at the scene of the crime. According to Taylor Sinclair, the same print was left at a couple of other crime scenes recently. I'm trying to find out what the connection is between these thefts.
Oh, Nancy, you zero in on a case like a heat-seeking missile, don't you? I feel so much better knowing you're going to follow up on every lead. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mr. Rose.
That's what I'm here for.
Oh, okay, just hang up on me. That's what I wanted. I didn't say you could hang up on me, sir. I still had more to say.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, you must be psychic. I was just getting ready to call you myself.
Oh, really? Why?
I feel I should apologize for the situation that's going on at the museum, dear. I really did think we were setting you up with a nice little internship, a breather from your casework, but instead it looks like we've fed you to the lions.
Don't worry, I'm used to it by now. And after all, this situation is no more treacherous than my recent attempt at a ski vacation in Wisconsin. Anyway, about Beach Hill.
I think I know what you're going to say, Nancy. Let me be frank. Joanna Riggs has been in the doghouse with the board for months. Her thirst for acclaim has led her to gamble the future and the reputation of Beach Hill time and again. Now that we've lost the Pakal carving, one of our most notable pieces, well, she's just got to be stopped.
But with Henrik in the hospital and Joanna suspended, how can we possibly get this exhibit off the ground?
Leave that to me. We'll postpone the opening if we have to. Look, I've got a client waiting, Nancy. What we need now is for you to take up the slack. I've spoken to the rest of the board, and we've agreed that the best thing is to put you in charge.
The intern.
What do you want me to do?
We're counting on you to catch this thief red-handed. Ha ha. Just kidding, kiddo. If you can get the Pakal back, we'll see about giving Ms. Riggs another chance. That seems fair, doesn't it?
It's a deal, Mr. Rose.
Bye, kiddo.
You have no voicemail. Press 9 for an outside line.
I have to look it up because we didn't write it down. Because we had the number, I didn't write it down. There's apparently a number. Did you write down a number from Henrik's disc? Okay, here you go. Prudence.
You're not really supposed to call her, I don't think.
You are.
You have no voicemail. Press 9 for an outside.
Oh, wait.
You have no voice.
Okay, there. 1 7 8 5 5 5 5 7 2 7 9.
Just go to the ham radio. What's that yellow?
Yeah. The police called. They want me to go down to the station for further questioning. Think about an anonymous tip. Call down before I'm gone. I left my office open if you need anything. Be back soon. Okay, now let's do
Transmítalo ahora.
this. Okay.
So dash dot dash dot. Dash dash dash. Dot dash. Dash.
Like we need to talk to. Let's talk to Creepy Face McGee again. Maybe he has creepy face advice for us.
I don't think he'll be there at this hour. I don't think he'll be there at this hour.
Too late. Let's just go. Might as well go to the visiting hour so we can talk to Henrik again. He's the most like he's actually like actually looks like a good guy, and I'm like, wow, talk about man I can trust. Then our morning, Nancy. Well, never mind then. Well, in this case, might as well end this episode here. Because we did some things, basically. Hooray for us. So, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Be sure to like, leave a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And